Welcome to the episode of Bleav in Falcons. I'm your host, Ovie Mughelli. As always, my co-host, Michael Turner. And we both got the blue memo today because we are feeling blue. The Falcons are feeling blue. Going into the Seahawks game where no one expects us to win. No one thinks we have a chance. Actually, you know what FanDuel has is getting blown out, right, Mike?
Yeah, we had -7 on FanDuel. So they expect the Seahawks to win big. Yeah. On the road, too. On the road. Yeah, -7 on the road. That's big, man.
Yeah. Seahawks on the road. They're coming to our town, to our house, and we are going to be there live and in person, Mike, because it's Legends weekend. I always think it's kind of funny they call us Legends because I'm just a guy. Actually, I'm lying. I am a legend. I'm a legend. No. We are Falcons Legends, Michael, and we are going to be at Legends weekend cheering our Falcons on. All the former guys from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, we're all going to be there in force, hoping that we make something happen, make something shake, because it's been hard, Mike. It's been hard to be a Falcons fan, especially a former player, a legend being a Falcons fan, because our team has been letting us down. We've lost 6 of the last 7 games. We have been losing against bad teams repeatedly. The Jets won. We talked about in the last podcast. We're not going to spend too much time there because it's painful. It just shows people that maybe we're not ready to win this year. It's that little special something that teams have or they don't have where they can win close games, where they can beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, where they can surprise people against a better team. We can't do that consistently. And I don't know. I'm actually thinking that there might be a chance we win this game because we've beaten better. All our wins are against great teams. Against the Vikings.
That's the only caveat to this week. That's the only caveat. Like,
what the heck?
We won in 6 against teams that we're supposed to beat, but we step up against the big boys. So I mean, we'll see this Sunday. So hope these guys can rally and pull off a win. Man, we at home, so let's do something, man. Like, the season's not completely over, but man.
I heard that technically, by the letter of the law, we are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So you're saying there's a chance, Michael. You're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
I'll say there's a chance last week, but we couldn't beat the Jets. So what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Yeah, it's a chance. Yeah,
it's a chance.
We gotta beat some teams throughout this stretch, this last little stretch here. We gotta look good somewhat for next year.
Yeah, not just that. We gotta look or they gotta look good because I still don't care what happens. I think if we lose all 5 games, Arthur's hand might be forced. He might have to get rid of the whole thing. But I really don't think he's cleaning house. Like it's just we have too many bright spots, though limited. We have too many bright spots for him to want to go search for another coach. Because who's to say that the next coach is better? So given this coach, like, all right, you saw all the foolishness that happened last year. Don't do that. Don't let any part of that even happen. We know what we need to do. We know what we don't want to do. And now we just got to do it. So it'd be nice for us to finish with a 5-win streak. I doubt it's going to happen. But, yeah, playing for your coach, play yourselves, playing for your contracts. It's all important. And playing for the fans. Being at home, I know I've seen interviews from Bijan and from some of our top leaders. They want to win for the fans. Now's your chance. Win for the fans. Win for us, the Legends. Like, let's get winning, part of the conversation again, even though it was happened with the Saints, but it needs to be part of who we are. And that's going to take a monumental effort against a very good Seattle team.
A very good Seattle team. It's a nice challenge. And I was going to ask you, what do you think are the keys to us to beat this team? So,
yep.
I mean, Sam Darnold's played great at spots, but he's not great every week. And so I think we can get after him. We can rattle him. Our pass rush has been great all year. Maybe we can make something happen on defense. So maybe we can get an interception or 2, and things can go our way. I was saying it's not impossible to beat this team. Like,
no,
I feel the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't the Legion of Boom era. It's just a new up and coming Seahawks team.
It's actually a Seahawks team that they're actually hot. They've won 6 of the last 7 games, and they're in a tie with the Rams for NFC West lead. So they're going to be giving us their best shot because this game means something for them. It's not like, just a throwaway game for the Falcons. But the thing that I'm worried about is their defense. They've allowed very few points in the past. They they have not lost to any sub 500 teams. So they do what we should do, beat the bad teams. And they have Ernest Jones, 2 interceptions last game. They had 4 sacks in the last game. Uchenna Nwosu, I should know this, a fellow African, 6 sacks this season. Brian Murphy, I think 7th overall sacks. DeMarcus Lawrence, 5th. Leonard Williams. Like, they have like sack masters. And for our Kirk Cousins not being mobile, you guys, how do we win this game? Get the ball out of Kirk's hands fast. We win this game by not going to our receivers. We win this game by Kyle Pitts becoming the Kyle Pitts we want him to be, building off last game, and giving Bijan Robinson and Tyler Allgeier a heavy dose of the opportunities, despite them being a top tier run stopper. I think they're letting running backs average 3.5. So it's strength versus strength. Our running backs versus their run defense. And we're just gonna have to win this one, because I do not feel like Kirk alone and our lack of depth at receiver is going to be able to beat this team.
Right. That's why Bijan, his over-under is 4.5 catches this week. So
that's FanDuel.
Yeah, FanDuel. Okay. FanDuel. So like spread them out wide, do some different formations with them. We're having Tyler in the backfield, have Bijan wide. Go back to some of that like we did earlier this year. We got to find different ways to give him the football, not just hand it off to him. Yeah. So we can just mix it up, do some things. Like, I like to see how this offense is progressing with Kurt on the center at the helm now. So we've been doing different things every week. The offense has been kind of showing up. It'd be just special teams been lacking. Like, we find different ways to lose. So I just don't know who can I trust. Who can I trust this week?
You can't trust our receivers to catch the ball. The drops hurt me. The drops. I think it was a couple people. It was our new receiver. I'm forgetting his name now. The guy that came out of nowhere.
Sills.
Sills. Yeah, Sills. He had a bad drop. I think Pitts had a drop. It wasn't a bad drop. It was contested. Mooney had a drop. Everyone was dropping the balls, and Kirk Cousins like, yo, it's hard enough being Kirk Cousins, not being mobile. You guys can't drop the ball too. Right. So the basic things that high school players can do, college players can do. You throw, you catch. You're paying a lot of money to catch contested balls. That's what our guys got to do. So if we can do that, it'll make it a little bit easier. But I just know that last season we played the Seahawks and beat us 34-14. They had a Geno Smith, which was okay. Sam Darnold has gotten better. He's better than Geno Smith, and they're having a great season. But he also turns the ball over. I think AJ Terrell is going to be key in falling around. JSN, they call me Jackson Smith-Njigba, another African. I should know how to pronounce his name, but I don't. Sorry, Africans. JSN. But he's a guy who is their big playmaker. Cup was supposed to be that guy, but he hasn't had the season he's wanted. But JSN has been the guy that if we get AJ Terrell to shut him down, we put ourselves in a much better chance of winning this game. And I just want to see all of our stars play like stars. I want to see all of our big names shine. Everyone that they're paying a lot of money to, now's your time. Like, this is going to be prime time-ish, because a chance to come back home after a bad loss and show when everyone's watching to see, can the Falcons bounce back? I remember a long time ago, we were like, hey, don't lose back-to-back games. Don't lose back-to-back games.
Right.
Yeah, back-to-back. But we lost,
man. We've been in the fun. I mean, it's good to be back home. I feel like we ain't been home in a long time.
We've been on a road, traveling. So
Germany. We haven't been home in a long time. So hopefully we can give us some little juice, give us a little something. You know what I'm saying? But this week, as far as Sam Darnold is concerned in the offense, he's not mobile like last week.
Tyrod Taylor was killing us.
Right. So
Tyrod Taylor was killing us, and I'm like, he's 36. And so I think our defense will welcome a quarterback that can't just take off and run.
Right. He got a little something to it, but not much. So
he's not back
if he got too much time back there, it's gonna be a long day for AJ Terrell and them back there, man. Because they receiving core is pretty special too. So they're a good team. We just gotta find a way to win. Now, I want to say find a way.
All right, Captain, find a way,
man. But we just got to play solid football. I just want us to be a silent sound, just do our job and see what goes. We can't be having these mistakes, man. That's what hurts. Like, it's one thing a team just beat us, but it's like another thing when we just have the mistakes after mistake week in and week out. So we can't never put it all together. And this week we really need to put it together.
No, yeah, very much so. I mean, talk about mistakes. We're still bad on third down. I don't know why this continues to be an issue, but like 4 of 12 on third downs the last game. Drake London, may come back, might not come back. He shouldn't come back. I think that re-injuring yourself and having something that would lead to next season or not be 100%, that's crazy. Like, if you want to play the last game or two, like, fine, okay, if you're fully healthy. But if you're not fully healthy, what are you rushing back for, Drake? What are you rushing back for?
You still got a chance.
Oh, you still got a chance. You better stop. It's just
he might have some incentives or something. I don't know. I don't know what his contract look like.
That would be the only thing I'd rush back for if you have incentives. Right. But like I had to always rush back. There was no, hey, my pinky hurts, my ankles roll. Like it was me. Like even because the backup fullback, no disrespect to anybody that was my backup, but there was a huge drop off in talent level, and I knew that. I remember G, our coach, Gerald would tell me a couple times, Gerald Brown, that's my dog, that's our dog, best running back coach ever. Love you, G. He would tell me because there's one game where I was like, Coach, I can't move like I want to move. He's like, Ovie, I don't care. He's like,
right, need you. Like you got to get out there.
We need you to go out there, even at 70%. Just go out there and throw your body around. I was like, we got like Corey or somebody, or was it who was the white boy that backed me up at one time? Cool dude. What was his name? What was his name?
I can't remember his name.
41. It was I ran into him. I ran into like his sister or somebody, and he's a good dude, cool dude. But anyways, he's like, Ovie, I don't care how bad you're hurt. Unless you like crawling, we want you out there. That's just part of football. It's part of how it is. So, but Drake London, if you got incentive to do that, but I just would hate to see him rush back for pride or for ego or to show people that he's tough, because people want to do that and let them know, hey, I'm not quitting. We know you're not quitting. We just don't want you to hurt yourself because you have a bigger role for this team. It's more about us. You mentioned. Not only not making mistakes, but being efficient. Third down efficiency, red zone efficiency, being able to stay ahead of the sticks. It's like some basic things that you do in high school football that can still help you in the NFL world. You let them make the mistakes. You keep it clean. You don't turn the ball over. You don't try to catch punts inside the 10-yard line. You let them roll down. Just like basic fundamentals of football that I think for whatever reason the Falcons just forget. And it's heartbreaking to watch when you are like, we're so good. We're so good. And I know
we show flashes of being good, man. We just can't put it all together for 4 quarters. And like, hopefully this week we can finally do it because we're going to need it. This is going to be a 4-quarter ball game if we're going to be in this thing. If they're going to blow us out, they didn't blow us out. But I think for us to have a chance, we got to play all 4 quarters, play balls to the wall, man. So this is a good team. They fighting for something. They fighting for the division. Number 1 seed in the NFC, like we can ruin their season a little bit, not ruin it, but like a little damage to their season.
Why not? It'd be great for us. And they don't even have like a big rushing attack. Zach Charbonnet, 52 yards, the TDs, around 3.7 yards per carry. Kenneth Walker, 6 yards last game, around 4.3 yards per carry. Actually, that's pretty good. Last 4 games. Their offense could win with even below targets from Sam Darnold and JSN. I gotta take it back. Their running backs aren't terrible, but I feel like with their running backs, with their offense, they're not Tom Brady and the Patriots of old. Like they're good, but they're also beatable. But we can't even argue they're beatable because we can't beat the Jets. We lost to the Jets. So I mean, every team in the NFL is beatable. That's actual.
It's real. I think they lost to the Cardinals earlier this year. So
exactly.
That was in my. You know why I know that? We had a survivor pool, and I picked them to beat the Cardinals, and they lost, and they kicked me out the survivor pool.
So like, come on, come on,
terrible, man, terrible. But you know what I'm saying, any given Sunday, so we do have a chance. We got to show some fight. That's what I want to see. I want to see us fight out there. Show some enthusiasm. Look like y'all know what y'all doing out there. Like against the Jets, it was just like blunders here and there. It was like we didn't look like anything. We didn't look sharp and crisp. Like we showed signs of looking good, and then things just go wrong, man. We just can't do it this year. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It really is like that. It's like we just can't do it this year, and I really hope it's contained into this year because it's just you want to have the ability to go out there and get thrown to a Falcons fan base and have excitement. Like, one of these days I actually post some pictures from the Falcons fan cruise we went on, which was a great experience to me and you got to do, Mike. And the fans telling us I heard about literally almost 100 different stories from fans over the 5 days we're on that cruise. And it was interesting because you kind of think you understand what it is like to be a lifelong Falcons fan. I've been a lifelong Falcons fan. I got here. I was a Falcons fan when I got here. I wasn't like in Baltimore. Like, yeah, go Falcons. Well, I was watching Michael Vick. I was like, yo, that dude's amazing. I was watching some of the like Dirty Bird, Jamal Anderson. So I was a fan of football, but I wasn't like a diehard Falcons fan. These diehard Falcons fans that we met at the cruise, we met at these flyaways, we meet just in and around town. They are hurting because, and they're tired and they're hurting because they invest so much of themselves. And I even told a fan, I was like, sweetie, don't have your day or your week go good or bad based on how we play, because that's not healthy. Like, that's just not. I appreciate the support, but a lot of the fans invest so much of themselves into our team, our players, our organization, that it breaks them when we lose in the ways that we've lost. It bothers them. It nags at them. And I felt bad. I was like, dang, when 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, part of 12, when I played, it was affecting you like that. And that is the truth. And so we have a responsibility. The Falcons have a responsibility to find a way. Raheem Morris, find a way to get a win. I hate using that term. Away.
You know how bad it is. I saw a post by Pastor Troy, man. Pastor Troy, he leaves the nest, and he's still like giving up. So that's how bad it is. That's how, like, what I'm saying, like we giving up hope. We ready. We're not ready. What am I saying? This we ain't ready. You can't even bounce like we used to bounce. Move like we used to move. Can't do it. We on the edge, man. They ready to jump up the cliff. We got to bring the fans back, man. We got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Bijan's, AJ, y'all got to do something, man. Give us that spark back. Give us that lift.
So who do you think, though? You saw Bijan, AJ, like, who do you think can and does really need to step it up? Because for me,
the role players, like the Darnell Mooney, make some big catches, defense, not just. We need to play from your boy from Wake Forest.
Oh, Jesse Bates.
Yes, he hasn't made a play for a long time. He's been quiet. So we need something from him. Man, just anybody get the spark, man. Just keep this thing going. Like, I expect us to have some sacks and everything else, but that back end need some interceptions. We need some turnovers. We need to get things going. Get a turnover on special teams. We need something. Something.
How great would that be to have special teams take it personally that they kind of lost the game? And Raheem, oh God, Raheem actually mentioned, I'm dying. Here's some tea. It's empty. All right, good. Raheem mentioned for one of the first times, because he doesn't really call out groups off his defense. Like he said in so many words, special teams. Yeah, special teams losses the game. He paraphrased, like, special teams losses. Like, we need to do better, special teams. And special teams. I was like, and of course, he'll say that because two big plays, the kickback, the kick return, and the muff punt were 2 touchdowns. But if special teams found a way, which they haven't done all season, and it bothers me, but if they find a way to huddle up, special teams only meeting, we've had that before, special teams only meeting, and say, guys, like, we can't be so caught up into what we're doing next on offense and what we got going on in defense to where we forget this part of it. I love Coy Wire. Mr. CNN, Krillin on Dragon Ball Z, a big bald white head, Coy Wire, my boy. He had some of the greatest special teams speeches in every single practice. He had the energy in there to where we were focused, we were locked in, I mean, Coy went to Pro Bowl for special teams, was with the Bills before he came to the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's that guy, but like, I don't know if they have a guy like that on special teams that is making sure people stay accountable every time they step on that field, because it didn't seem like a cohesive unit. It seemed all willy-nilly. And after that happened, it panned to the sidelines. It didn't seem like anybody was like fired up or like upset, like, come on, we need to go. Or like, guys, like, what are y'all doing? It was like, man, all right.
Yeah, I don't think it don't seem like that it's important to them. Like, they don't understand, like, they can win or lose a football game. You know,
yes.
They've been seeing the losing part.
Yeah.
So let's do something on our end, and like, let's do something for us. Like, so it's like big fumble on kickoff, something, do something. Block a punt. I don't know, we rarely do that, but a big hit on kickoff is more likely, right?
I'll take whatever. And those big hits, they rile up the defense, get the offense excited. Some of these big hits, it's just like part of the energy. That's what we were talking about. But yeah, Mike, before we get out, we gotta let the fans in on actually, there's two funny things. There's two great things we got to do. If you come to the game, listen to this podcast, you're going to the Seahawks game, you'll see, I think it's either second quarter or before halftime, after, I don't know. Mike and I will be on the field doing a competition. What is it called? The put the cup in the basket competition. It's the one where there's like a whole bunch of stuff like out there, cups, and one guy starts for the first, the second, the third. One guy goes back to like the 10th, the 9th, the 8th, and you do it either way, and we see who wins. But I'm older, Mike's older, our knees aren't what they used to be, but we're both very athletic. So I feel like I'm
gonna smoke Ovie. I'm gonna smoke Ovie, everybody.
I'm going to
tune in Sunday. I'm gonna smoke him.
I'm going to beat Michael Turner so bad that his great-grandchildren will be upset at me. Like, they're like, you embarrassed Papa Mike? You embarrassed Papa Mike in front of all these people? I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I just had to let him know that, the whole fullback still got a couple of moves.
I'm glad it's going to be recorded, too.
Because next podcast, we'll do a apology. The person who loses has to, I don't know, wear the other's team jersey. I don't know. Person who loses has to publicly apologize and say they are slow.
We got time.
Yeah, they are old and slow, and we'll figure out something. But yes, we're doing that. And before the game, Mike, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm out there with Brian Scott and the NFL Gospel Choir singing the national anthem. So they've given me my part. I practiced a little bit, and like, it's not because you harmonize, and so I usually sing the bass like, oh, say can you see, and the whole thing, but I gotta sing the other part. So I am nervous a bit because I always switch back to the part everyone knows. But it's like, oh, say can you see? I'm like, oh. So if you hear an off voice, it's not mine. It probably is mine. But if you hear an off voice, don't laugh. Y'all need to clap and cheer me on. And I might just have to lip sync. I'll just be like, but no. I'm super excited because I grew up in the church. I've sing a lot, and I enjoy it. And it's a chance to do something I've never done before. So clap, Mike. Actually, you should join us. I heard you have a great voice. Somebody told me you have a great voice.
Ain't nobody ever heard me sing.
Somebody told me, Mike, you are an undercover.
How often do y'all get together, the gospel choir?
So we did Pink Gwinnett Pink for Gwinnett Chamber, like a cancer walk. We sang for that. It was really good. Like I practiced with this guy like twice before they got on, but they practiced a whole bunch. They were on America's Got Talent. Like they're a big deal. About 5-6 of them that like are like, I think Brian Scott has an album out. Like it's not an album, but he has like an album where he sings. Like he's a manager. So some of these guys can really sing. I can sing. Besides, some guys can sing. So yeah, come to the game. Check us out. We're playing the Seahawks. We might win, but it's going to be an uphill climb. And I'll be uphill fight.
Just fight. Just show some fight out there. Jesus, man, golly.
And really, at the end of the day, guys, you got to believe in Falcons because that's the name of the show. And so we can't change it. We're going to change it in Falcons, but they won't let us. But we're believing because that's what Falcons do. We rise up and believe in our Falcons.
So what we got to do, win out 5 in a row, you say?
5 in a row. Let's go. 5 in a row. Let's go. 5 in a row.
We lost to the Jets, man.
Hush, Mike. That was in the past.
Can't get over that. All right, we'll be good. Bounce back, beat the Seahawks, shock the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, Jesus, man, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, y'all.
We're home. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're home. We'll do it. See y'all soon.